quite a bit west of that today in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. Ron Bohnert's going to be a boat of sorts. Tall, lanky guy. Whips through the ball. His style is described as loose, freewheeling, and we'll see what we mean by that as soon as we watch Lenny Ramsey start the match on lane 7.
Ooh. That's the way you want to start off the match. Big Lenny Ramsey.
Well, we have two guys here that are both engaged, so we got lots of money here to give away to these girlfriends. As I said, they are still in the courting stages here.
Here we go.
Still in the courting stages.
Lots of gifts for these girls now.
Jen, if you would, ever so briefly, explain exactly what is the courting stage.
Well, let's see. I got bracelets and necklaces and rings and
I know what
roses,
that meant for me.
and it was lots of money I got spent on me.
It means a whole lot of dough out of the pocket is what it means
That's
to
right.
new rats.
Stone 7 to open the match. Ron Bohnert needs his spare ball, and he left it over on the warm-up pair, so he ran over quickly there to get it as we watched him. Yeah, we won't go into that.
Absolutely not.
Look out, look out.
What a mistake.
You could see it at the bottom of the swing. He stayed in the ball way, way too long. And spares, what we're talking about, are the things you have to do. Let's take a look at it here. Now watch his hand get around the ball early. See, the ball's on the inside of his hand. He knows he missed it halfway down the lane.
Was that just a lack of concentration, you think, Dave?
Yeah, he rushed himself. Tommy ran over, got the ball, ran back. Sure, we're concerned with time in the show, and that's the way you want to save time. Throw a lot of X's out there. Them chicken tracks will save you some time.
The chicken track.
Chicken track. Had some fun down here last week. I'll tell you what, the lounge here at Durbin Bowl got a couple of pool tables, got a couple of dart boards, and they had a lot of cold, ice-cold Little Kings.
You know, I've been drinking Little Kings. They brought back that 14K formula. Man, it is great. It is so smooth. I can't believe it.
They've worked on their product, and it's fantastic. And so is Lenny Ramsey, lane 8, right here. He has issued a challenge. The shark will bite the rest of today. You want me to go out on a limb? I'll go out on a limb.
Oh,
right?
this is, yeah.
Right.
After the way he's rolled these first two, and you're going out on a limb.
Tommy, you gotta analyze the situation. Can't make rash.
Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I predict Lenny Ramsey will win the car today.
Ooh, that is
mercy.
out on the
Is that
limb.
awesome?
That's getting it done.
Which would be a Ford Tempo valued at $11,588. Not a bad payday if that should happen.
Not at all. Well, here's frame number 3, and down it goes.
Great shot.
That's the look I'm telling you about. And when he gets the ball wide, as we're going to see here, and he still gets the ball back, and that kind of action, look out, the man can strike, no doubt about it. Look, this is a wide shot. He knows it. But the power that he has on the ball, the head pin's going to go to the right wall right there. That's the 5 pin, just nudging out the 10. Out of here, 3 perfect shots. Ron Bohnert, right lane, knows he's got a tiger by the tail.
And he comes right back.
He's not going to let that tail go.
No, he's not.
That's good. I like that.
But Jen's come up with some great lines these last couple of weeks. I don't know what the deal
She hired
is.
a writer.
Is that Jen? Is there any truth to that?
One of the best, I'll tell you. My dad, it had to be. He's got all the lines.
Amen.
Yeah, he burns every one of us each and every week out here.
I'd say this is great. You know, we're coming to the end. We've got, what, 4 more shows or whatever. Where have the weeks gone? We've had a fantastic time, and you, the viewers, have been writing in, telling us that you've enjoyed the show, too, and we appreciate the compliments.
Absolutely. And appreciate all you folks who not only have been viewers of our telecast, but have actually come out to the lanes, been all over the tri-state area, Kentucky, today Indiana, and, of course, many houses around and about in Cincinnati. Another good crowd today as you take a look.
1/4 of the way there.
Okay. All right, New Rat.
I mean, that's pretty gutsy.
Yeah, I go along with that. It is gutsy.
You want me to make a commitment?
Look out.
Look out, nothing. Leave my player alone, for crying out loud. Absolutely fantastic.
You were worried.
I was not worried.
You were a little worried. I saw the look on your face as he let that ball go.
I can't imagine why he would be worried. Jeez, oh, Pete, is he throwing a ball?
I look at Lenny Ramsey's game, and it's as good as anybody's. I watch his intensity, and sometimes it's poor. Today, now, latter part of the first game, it bumped the top of the scale. He wants it big time.
Frame number 5. 10 more in the pit, and down they go. The big guy saying, yeah.
You want to see some emotion? Lenny Ramsey will show you some emotion when we come back. Right here, Len Ramsey. We'll see you in a few minutes.
Last week at Holly Lanes, Don Waddell shot a .277 to defeat the king Jerry Eckel and become our current champ. Lee's famous recipe salutes Don Waddell on becoming this week's King of Bowling.
26 years ago, when Tri-State Bowling Supply first started serving the supply needs of this city's finest bowlers, there was only the Western Hills location. Now they have grown to 3 to better serve the entire Cincinnati area. They handle the pros and the beginners with the same care and attention. They offer a complete line of quality equipment at competitive prices. The reason for their success? Quality service and dependable people. Tri-State, 26 years of quality.
Today's bowling tip is being brought to you by West Hills Ford.
In an effort to control excessively high scores, the ABC has adopted the new short oil rule. And what that means is that if you do not run your oil dressing past the 24-foot mark, any oil pattern is acceptable. After all, that's less than half of our 60-foot lane. This oil pattern, if run 27-foot or more, could produce very high scores, and those scores would be disallowed by the ABCs. From 1975 to 85, this was a very real problem. Now, it's my guess that short oil is here to stay. So if you're having some trouble now, be prepared to make some changes in your game. Moving your feet 3 boards right and your target 4 boards right should help on your first shot. Also, cut down your hook on all of your spares. Throwing the ball harder or swinging it more towards the channel might help. A harder shell ball or a change in your hand position, well, one of these will work for you.
Today's bowling tip has been brought to you by West Hills Ford.
Take a look at the score, Dave, and boy, Bohnert's really come back after that open frame in the first.
Devastating open frame, as you can see on the sheet. That one miss has created a 21-pin lead for Lenny Ramsey, and this mistake, you know what? I'm not too happy to see this. I'll tell you why. The commercial break, Tommy, changes the momentum of the match quite a bit. That's one thing Lenny Ramsey would have to contend with. Now his opponent opens, relieving a lot of the pressure that he was feeling by a guy striking behind him. I think Lenny would agree, and he would have liked to have seen Ron Bohnert continue striking.
We'll see what kind of effect the break and Bohnert's miss will have right after Ron steps up there and rolls in his half of the 6th. Ron Bohnert from Cincinnati rolls out at Coleraine Bowl. He's in 3 leagues. Boy, he just looks like he's, I guess, more or less, I hate to use the term given up. His score would more or less indicate exactly that. Ron Bohnert rounded out the day with a 180. Now, Lenny Ramsey in that bid for a 300 in the 6th frame, he came up a tad light on that 3-5-6, got the spare, came back to strike in the 7th, another spare in the 8th, back-to-back strikes in the 9th and 10th to finish with an impressive 246. Good enough to put him in our final match against Don Waddell on the Hudipole King of TV Bowling.